For the past 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, Nigeria has been having challenges that are beckoning and waiting for answers and solutions. That is why we are bringing to you our program, State of the Nation. And this is going to come up on our flagship program this morning on ITV. I am hereby inviting you to join me, Bola Bakare, your host, on State of the Nation, so that we can hasten the motions that brings national development. It's going to be a regular basis on Tuesdays. Make it a date with me. I'll be there waiting for you, and then we shall discuss Nigeria on an holistic level.
Welcome back to your lofty program, State of the Nation, where we hasten the motions for national development. This morning and all over the world, we are all in a sober mood because we are on the verge, if not on, a World War III. Inasmuch as 25 plus nations are engaged in the Russian-Ukraine conflict, which is now a war. This is not good news. We do not need this at a time where recession is all over most countries, where COVID has taught us, COVID-19 has taught us a lesson that is really, really bad, created a lot of economic recessions, and then here we are, 6 days into it. Russia, against all odds, invaded Ukraine. This in itself, honestly, don't let us delude ourselves. This has given us a third world war. But how do we go about it? It is happening as we speak. What are we going to do? And when we think in terms of what we are going to do, we think in terms of displaced people. Most of all, Nigerians in Ukraine. From records, there are over 5,000 Nigerian students and others in Ukraine. And as we speak, most of them are on the run, just like other Ukrainians too that are running away from the war. Though some of them are staying put that they are going to defend their land and their sovereignty against Russia. But that is not the portion of our kids. They are not Ukrainians, they are not in the military, they are not defending anything as we speak. But let me give you a preview of what is happening, the movements that is making everybody run, not everybody per se, those that need to run out of Russia, out of Ukraine, I mean. The war, in layman's term, is coming from the east. When I say coming from the east, it is coming from Russia, it is coming from the Ukraine, from Crimea, and it is coming from Belarus. In other words, the attack is three-pronged. And this is moving into Ukraine. They have tried to take the capital city of Kyiv. The battle is still raging. They have tried to take over the second largest city in Ukraine, Kharkiv. The battle is still raging. Ukrainians are standing their ground. They are working hard at it to maintain their sovereignty with casualties on both sides. This is bad news as it is, but that is a fallout of war. Now let's get back to the nitty-gritty of our Nigerian students and others. 5,000 of them, 5,000 plus of them in Ukraine. What we are doing this morning is to give tidbits to you, their parents and guardians here in Nigeria. Because one advantage we still have is the fact that they can pick up their phones out there and call you, their parents and guardian here in Nigeria, like they used to do on a regular basis. One thing we almost know as we speak is the fact that information is key. If you don't have the information to work on, depression sets in, panic sets in, chaos sets in. And that is what we do not want to happen to most Nigerians out there. This is the 6th day of the war. And as we speak, we have less than 500 Nigerians in those 3 countries, Poland, Hungary, and Romania. Those 3 countries are contiguous countries to Ukraine on the western flank. What we are doing this morning is to educate you, the parent or guardian here in Nigeria, as to what to do when your words call you. The phone lines are open. Phones are not dead yet. They are there for you. As you can see on the screen out there, there are letters from embassies. From Nigerian embassy in Romania. From there you can see that it has been written for you clear and direct. Clear and direct. I will take the first one. The one you are looking at right now. I will advise you to do one thing. You can get closer to your TV and then take a screenshot of your television set. Because this will give you a proper insight of what to send to your kid or word out there about what to do. What you are looking at right now is the letter from the Nigerian embassy in Hungary. In Hungary. That has made it possible for us to say, okay, there are hotlines that you can work with. The hotlines are: the consular office has consular officer. Its number is, listen to me properly, +36, that is the code for Hungary, 308 202 903. I will repeat myself because this is very, very important. Information is key. I am giving you the consular officer of the Nigerian embassy in Hungary. The number is +36 308 202 903. If you have gotten that number, the officer is Mr. Stanley Okpara. I repeat, the consular officer at the Nigerian embassy in Hungary, his name is Stanley Okpara, and the number is the number I have just given to you. Please, if you have your pen with you, write it down if you can't pick it up from the screen. It is important. It is going to save the life of our kids because these are things they need to do. The next one is the immigration attaché in Hungary. His name is, just hold on a while, I'll give you his name. Ayotunde Adigun. I repeat, his name is Ayotunde Adigun. That is the immigration attaché in our embassy in Hungary. And his telephone number is +36, which is the national code for Hungary, 308 639 203. I will repeat myself. The immigration attaché in our embassy in Hungary, his name is Ayotunde Adigun, and his phone number is +36 308 639 203. Did you get that? Please, it is important you get these numbers pat, because these are the numbers that we need for our kids. Please, please, and please make sure you have it down pat. So also, I will move to our Nigerian embassy in Romania. Like I said earlier, there are 3 contiguous nations on the eastern flank of Ukraine. And those countries are, we've done Hungary, I am moving on to Romania, and the third one is going to be Poland. Right now, I am going to tell you the information you need about the Nigerian embassy in Romania. The consular officer in Romania Its number is plus 40, which is the national code of Romania, 747 309 174. I repeat myself. For the consular officer in our embassy in Romania, the number is plus 40 747 309 174. Also at our embassy in Romania, the head of chancery, his number is plus 40 786 091 964. I repeat myself once again. For the head of chancery at our Romanian embassy, Nigerian embassy in Romania, his number is plus 40 786 091 964. As you can see from that letter you are looking at, that is the letter from our embassy in Romania. And I can tell you this, as a matter of veracity, this we got from NIDCOM, Nigeria in Diaspora Commission. NIDCOM is doing a fantastic job to make sure that our fellow Nigerians in diaspora are always listened to, and when help is needed, they are there to render the help as at when due. You can trust the veracity of this information you are getting, and I am advising you to please, please, and please make sure this information gets to your word that is living out there. We are not through yet. The third country is the closest of these three countries. I am talking about Poland. In the case of Poland, we had a little itch, because when the exodus of migration was going towards Poland, because it was closest to Ukraine, our sons and daughters, they experience a few things that has to do with a war situation. There is the element of stampede, there is the element of chaos, there is the element of selfishness. When things like that do happen, people as normal human beings, we do not care about the next person anymore. What we care about is ourselves. How am I going to survive? How am I going to save myself? These are created situations whereby some of our words, our sons and daughters were saying there is an element of racism here, there's an element of disdain, there is this, there is that. But I can tell you one thing, in a war situation, everybody cares about himself or herself and nobody else. At times you will see when they are boarding trains or boarding a form of vehicle to get away from where the war is, nobody cares. They fight. Everybody fights to make sure it gets on the bus or the train, because you don't know if that's going to be the last train or if another train is going to come. So if our children, our sons, our wards are experiencing that while there, that is the aftermath of a war situation. But the thing is, because most people move towards Poland, Nigerians are advised to go to 4 border points. 4 border points. And the border points I am going to show you on your screen as we speak. To start with, if you get to the border control that is in Poland, any border control of the 4 in Poland, you will need to give them an address. The address of our embassy in Poland. And the address you will get shortly, because the address is 02953 Kosiasi 22B, then 02956 Warsaw. You're going to get that on the screen pretty soon. What I'm saying in essence is this: there is our embassy, the border control will ask you for the address of where you are going. That address is what I've just read out to you. No, these ones are the 2 of the 4 points. Change it to the one that has the numbers that I read off just now, please. Let's have that. Let's have that. It has the wording, please present this as your destination address with the border control. That is the rider. Look for that and then let us have the clip so that the parents and wards here in Nigeria can see it, have access to it, and then be able to send it to their wards out there in Ukraine. Like I was saying earlier, okay, that is it. That is it. On the upper level, on that upper level, that is what I am showing to you. At the border control, you will give that number above, the one that is being boldened, 02953 Kosiesi 22B, and then 02956 in Warsaw. That is what you will give to the border control. Now let me go into the 4 borders that have been opened. The first one you're looking at out there is the one that is called HEREIN Rawa Pasca. HEREIN Rawa Pasca. The names are cumbersome, but the thing that gives you access is the telephone number. And the telephone number for the first one of those border points that Nigerians are advised to go to. I'll repeat myself again. You are advised to have first the address you're going to give to the border control at any of those 4 spots. The first spot I am seeing here is called HEREIN Rawa Roska. You are looking at it out there. And the most important factor is the number, the telephone number. The telephone number for that is +48 729 275 316. I repeat, +48 729 275 316. That is the number to call if you are, tell our wards, our kids to call if they are heading towards that border post that is called HEREIN Rawa Roska. The second one, the second border is called Koksowa Karinek. It's difficult to pronounce, but you can see it out there. Koshowa Krakowiak. But you can be rest assured, if you send it to your wards out there, most of them speak Ukrainian language, and Ukrainian language and Polish language are a little bit, they tend towards, if you understand one, you can always speak the other. So they can pronounce those names better. But the thing is, the most important thing is the telephone number they are supposed to call. The number to call at Kosowa Krakoniek is +48 579 201 775. I will repeat myself. For the second border post at Koksowa Krakoniek, the number is +48 579 201 775. Let us now move to the third border post. We are still talking about Poland, that has 4 borders that you can access. I've given you 2 of the borders. I am going on to the third one. The third one is called Medica Szczecin. I repeat the name, Medica Szczecin. And the number to call there is +48 729 242 516. I repeat myself, +48 729 242 516. That is for the third border post. We shall now move on to the 4th border post in Poland, which is Budomierz Ośnic. Budomierz Ośnic. I'm trying my best, but the thing is, if you see it, our words will know how to pronounce it better, and in most cases they know where those border posts are. The number there for this 4th border post is +48 739 +493541. I repeat myself. +48739493541. Let me encapsulate this again for you. In the case of Poland, Poland is nearer to Ukraine than Romania and Hungary. That is why most people are flocking towards that, because the distance from Ukraine to the Polish border is between 10 and 20 kilometers. That is why what is needed if you are going to Poland is you need to give the address to the border control of where you are going. I have stated that to you earlier. Make sure you have that address, because you will have to fill a form. You fill a form as to where you are going, which is where our embassy is. The information is there for you to key into. Once you have that on hand, you now look at which of the 4 border posts are closest to you so you can access them. I have given them to you. I am going to repeat them now. My pronunciation might not be as they pronounce it, but I guess and I believe that you will understand it better, even if I bastardize it a little bit. The first one I said was HEREIN Rawa Roska, and I give you the number +48729275316. The second border post is called Kaksowa Kakironiek. The phone number there for you to call is +48579201775. The third border post is Medica Shijini. The phone number there is +48729242516. And the fourth border post is Budomez Oshu. The number is +48739493541. What I want you to understand here is simple. Nigeria in Diaspora Commission is really now this information for us so that we can send them to our wards out there. Information is key. Information is what they need so that they will know where to head for, what to do when they get there, so that situations where they will now start thinking, hey, move aside. At times they tell you to move aside because you do not have the information they need from you. Did you hear me? If you do not have the information they need from you, they are going to tell you to step aside. Because you are in a desperate situation, you will be looking at it that this is racism. But if you have your information at hand, you have your address to give to the border patrol, you have a number to call, which the Nigerian embassy has made sure that if you call the number, they will back up the veracity of what you are saying. That is what we are telling you this morning. Have the information at the tips of your fingers. Preferably these days, that is what we all do. You have it on your phone. When the request is made, you open up your device, you access it, you fill it into a form, and you call the desired person. I am going to repeat myself. We've just talked about the Polish border that has 4 points. We've talked about Romania, where you can call members of the Nigerian embassy. 2 of them, I've given them to you. And also we talk about Hungary, where 2 of our embassy officials are there for you to key into. Your phone is easy for you to use. These are the numbers that will save you and get you into a safer place. Move you away from Ukraine, where a war is raging, to a place where you can have some succor in the interim. I'll tell you this. Nigeria is putting all efforts together to make sure evacuation is in place once you are safe. The ones that have been able to move out of Ukraine, Nigerians that have been able to move out of Ukraine, are less than 500 out of a total of 5,000 plus. So in other words, we need to make sure that this information gets to everybody and everybody. If you are listening to me and then you don't have a word in Ukraine, look for your friends that have a word in Ukraine and make sure you pass the message on to them. The veracity of what I am telling you today is courtesy of NIDCOM, Nigeria in Diaspora Commission. They are working hard, tooth and nail, to make sure that that information you need for safety is being given to you. That is why we at ITV, we are giving you that information too. For God's sake, please key into it. Send it to your wards that need it the most, so that we all can go ahead and be sure that our wards, our kids are safe in another country outside of the war zone. I would like to tell you something else that our Minister of Foreign Affairs said. He said some Nigerians do not even want to come back home. That saddens me. Because why wouldn't they want to come back home in the event of a war-ravaged country? But the thing is, they have their reasons for doing that. And I guess right now, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, NIDCOM as an institution of government, they are doing all they can to make sure that your safety is paramount to us and us Nigerians on 100% level. Trust your country, trust the institutions in place, and then your safety will be guaranteed.